Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
We're going to meditate together for a few minutes, and the meditation is going to focus on just a few words in the opening lines of the book of Eicha, the book of Lamentations that Jews will read tomorrow night as we observe Tisha B'Av. And the words I want to focus on are the first three words. I want to meditate in the first three words of the book. Eicha yashva badad. Eicha, woe, or some expression of misery or sorrow. Yashva, sitting, she was sitting, referring to the city of Jerusalem. Badad, alone, forlorn, isolated. And where we're going to go in this meditation, well, where we're going to go is wherever your mind takes you. But it's just to use that short phrase as a frame for what many people have experienced over the last year plus in COVID. The tradition understands a city devastated, which is why we are observing the fast of Tisha B'Av, but the notion of attaching our own personal loneliness at times to Jerusalem's loneliness is a very common Jewish idea. Hopefully we're not destroyed, but there are many times where we experience a small taste of that lonesomeness and that sense of woe. And I think it's okay to connect to that, not to wallow in it, but to connect in it. So that's where we'll go, and we'll go wherever your mind takes you. And of course, as always, the larger purpose of this meditation is not the particular theme, but you retreating into yourself and finding some solace, some clarity, just some downtime. When you're ready, you can close your eyes. Feel the pull of your own soul drawing you deeper into your body. We often talk in meditation about the paradoxes that are present in time and in space. You might experience a contraction here as if you are getting more and more concentrated, as if your entire body is reducing to a simple, intense point. And yet you may also feel an expansiveness, as if you are beyond your body, at one with the universe, transcending the limitations of your limbs and your skin. And you can feel that pull inside of yourself. Intense, concentrated presence and diffuse, expansive reality. If you haven't already, pay some attention to the shape of your body, right angles between your feet and your lower leg and your thighs and your waist, your spine straight and strong, carrying the majority of the burden of holding up your body, allowing other parts of your body to sag, to hang, to be released. Even your eyelids should feel at peace. Your earlobes, whether or not you are one of those who can control them, should feel like they're hanging lower than before. Your shoulders down in your socket. Your fingers heavy on your thighs. Your belly soft and supple, not feigning any unnatural shape. Just being loved for what it is in this moment. and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, deeply, intentionally, happily. Breathe as if it is a delight, because it is. And we'll go deeper into this first part of the meditation, simply using posture, awareness of our presence, and our breath. No need to count. Just breathe. Three words. Echa yashva badad. Oh, woe, how she sits, how she sat alone. You can see the words with your mind's eye in Hebrew if you operate in that language. You might even hear these words to the doleful tune of Echa. Echa yashva badad. Or just in English. And for the moment, just let the words reverberate as a scrolling headline in your mind's eye. Just waiting to see what comes up in response. Don't direct this film. Just watch it. Observe with curiosity what is present. When you focus on Echa yashva badad. Woe to the one who sits alone and forlorn. What bubbles up for you? Who bubbles up for you? Is it a personal pain from deep within your story? Is it the face or the experience of another to whom you need to be more attentive? Is it Jerusalem itself and your connection to her? Is it diffuse, a series of colors and patterns that does not yet know where to land? Just allow the flow. No need to curate it. Just watch it and embrace it. Echa yashva badad. Woe to the one who sits forlorn. deep within our system, there's an association with being alone, our experiences of it, our duties to it, our connection to a city once destroyed, now rebuilt, and yet still isolated in many ways. And just the natural, universal, ubiquitous feeling of loneliness that once noticed needs to be assuaged. As we emerge from the deepest part of this meditation, heading towards a Shabbat, where part of our work is to see who and what, even within us, is badad, alone and forlorn, and what we ought to do about it. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I'll pull up the closing meditation prayer. We can say it together. We say this 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the cause of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. And may we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. And I say to you all, Shalom, and Shabbat Shalom, and Namaste.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.